Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the DAX today? So yesterday I highlighted this level here, okay, and you can see that we did hit it again, sort of broke through it, but essentially what's happened is we have made an attempt at the next swing low, next inside tail, which is this tail here. So these tails were hit, okay. Now this is the next one, which is 11,595. Okay, and you can see we fell just a little bit short of that. See it better on the 4 hour. You'll see we attempted to get there and came back, and then the buyers were still buying, looking for this target. Okay, what they did tag though was, no, they didn't even tag that. My apologies. So here is the 4 hour inside tail, and that was ever so slightly short. So I expect us to make another attempt at this tail. Okay, the 4 hour trend is very much to the upside at the moment. We do have some diversions here, and we do have a grouping of the oscillators to the upside. So, as I highlighted yesterday, there is a bit of a wedge here. Not a bit of a wedge, pretty well-defined wedge. So, I'm still of the opinion we're probably just going to push up a little bit, and then we're going to have a sell-off. Now, that sell-off is either going to push us into a channel, and our oscillators are going to group to the downside, and then we move to the upside, or alternatively, this wedge will play out, and we're going to come back down to this level here, which is 11,044. Now, if I look at the weekly, at this stage, skip through the noise, we have a very nice weekly inside bar. And if you look here, here was a previous weekly inside bar, and look at how we rallied. Okay, and that is kind of what I am expecting. The thing is that we are still below these moving averages. We have this weekly level to watch out, being the 200 EMA as well. The oscillators group to the downside, not quite outside the Bollinger here, but is at the bottom anyway. So, there is something brewing at this moment. And obviously, because of the strong move we've had down, it's not going to happen overnight. We are going to get some period of consolidation before this actually turns. Okay, so yesterday I said to you, if we got a break above this level, it was worthwhile getting long, and I did take my own advice. I was long, but pretty much got in long down the bottom here. So basically when I broke above this bar here, I got in long. So got trailed out though, and you can see we had 2 hours of good move, then we had a reversal signal bar here, and that was the signal just to get out of it and wait for the consolidation. And you'll see on the ichimoku when we look at it why I'm saying that. So we are still with the 1 hour 200 EMA. Okay, so until we break above that clearly, you are still going to be very cautious, right? So, and the only reason is because there are large institutions that only play the 200 moving average on different time frames. So if you're below it, they're shorting. If you're above it, they're long. And you can see this is exactly what's going on here. Every time we're getting close to the 200 EMA, we're shorting. We get above it, they look for the next level, and they short. The fact that we didn't make a new low yesterday is critical. Okay, so basically what it's done is it just expanded this consolidation phase, and if I do that, you'll see what I mean. So there is our level. Look at the top of these tails, and here's the bottom side of the level, and then we've got the spike above. So I'm still fairly bullish, although this coming together, the moving averages right on the 200 EMA. Expect this to continue through the morning. I don't really see this moving much this morning. We do have non-farm payrolls today, so you're going to have to be very cautious, very careful about this. My advice to you today is actually take Friday off. Just come back later, once non-farm payrolls is out and the US opens, and then trade in the direction of whatever's going on. But expect volatility. And even Wall Street, if you have a look at my Wall Street video, you'll see there were some massive 5-minute candles, which is not normal for Wall Street. Okay, so I think the critical levels to watch are still, and I'm just going to tidy that up to there, because that makes the most sense. You can see all these tails that are touching this trend line. So this trend line is the critical aspect. Okay, so you can either go to a low time frame, see if you can pick up a fractal level. There's a fractal there. Okay, so that is my breakout point. If we get below that, I'm short. But looking at the oscillators here, there is a short brewing anyway. But as I said, I'm not so sure I want to take it. Your stop level is going to be up here at 11,570. Okay, and what that also does is it gives you a shoulder, head, and potential shoulder. Okay, a break below this level here, which is going to break the trend line, and it's going to break the neckline of the head and shoulders, is going to give you potential move to the downside. And that move is not going to be massive, 147 points. So probably bring you back down to this level here. Okay, and I'm just picking up the inside tails here. And this level is 11,296. Okay, just going to pop down to the 12-minute quickly before we switch across to ichimoku. And you'll see this massive lot of consolidation and on a trend line. So you could see this as a flat top triangle as well. Consolidation, flat top triangle, looking for a breakup. Okay, so same thing here on the 12 or 15 minute. Just pick up your two fractal levels, and they are pretty much 11,491 to the upside and 11,461 to the downside. Okay, you get an hour close at the bottom here. That first hour trading, you get an hour close here. Look for a short entry. You get an hour close above this level. Look for a long entry. That's the short and sweet of it. Let's just have a quick look at the ichimoku, and I'm just going to start here by the weekly. Okay, so on the weekly, trend is down, but we are very far from Kijinson and Tikinson, and you would expect a pullback. So most of the people that are trading, the bears that will be trading this, will be basically putting this, looking for the pullback and then getting in. And the most logical pullback is going to be to this inside tail here. Okay, a lot of interaction with it, and that's the area that we're going to be looking for. Okay, oscillator is grouped to downside, which is indicating upside, but you can see how far we are from Kijinson and Tikinson here. So that is in itself is a problem. If we look at the daily, okay, you'll see, I have to just tidy it up a little bit. See, we did try and attempt to come and test this break. Didn't really work out. We missed it ever so slightly. And if you look at the daily bar here, we've got a pin bar. So, this coincides with this wedge. Okay, so you've got a pin bar up there. You've got lots of tails all over the place. We are underneath Kijinson. We are sort of trying to break through Tikinson. Cloud is red. Chikus band is below. And we have daily diversions here with the wedge. So, my feeling on this is there is another leg down coming, and that's kind of what we're looking for. The only thing that's going to change my bias at the moment is a break above 11866. Okay, so looking at the lower time frames, so let's just look at the 4-hour first. Right, so looking at the lower time frames, you can see the 4-hour has broken through the cloud. Okay, that's the first attempt. We have got a twist, and Chickerspan has broken through price, Kijinson and Tekinson. So there's still a way to go before its next resistance, which is the cloud. And the oscillators are pretty neutral. Okay, so here you get although there's a wedge, you've got a feeling that you could potentially be going sideways a bit on the 4 hour and then continue this journey to the upside. Okay, although Kijinson and Tekinson are flattening out. So there's more of a bullish signal here than a bearish signal, and the daily is more of a bearish signal. So yeah, anything is possible. And I think the last thing on this, so we'll do this on the daily. You'll see we are on the 61.8 of the previous high. So we're all the way down. We formed a double bottom here. We must just measure to see whether we've hit that target yet or not. And we are at 61.8. Okay. So there is a lot here that is indicating a turn is coming. Right. So you can see there's inside tail, inside tail, inside tail. There's another little inside tail up there. So that's probably what I want to pick up. That's my measured move for this double bottom. Okay. So this thing can still meander on its way up to this level of 11,706 before swinging around. Okay. And lastly, let's just look at the 1 hour. And the 1 hour has pretty much had a bearish crossover here. Okay, there's no twist in the cloud, and Chickerspan is sort of just hovering in price. And I don't have diversions here, but I am in oversold territory. Oh, sorry, overbought territory, not oversold. Okay, so yeah, so I think for me, I'm not trading the DAX today. It's I suspect up until non-farm payrolls, I'm going to stay out of this market. Wait for non-farm payrolls and see. A couple of things that are bugging me. This potential head and shoulders top here. We haven't reached the double bottom target yet, but there is a head and shoulders, there is a wedge, there's diversions on the daily. So I strongly suspect we're either just going to sort of hover in this range still. And if I just pick up this level here, so that this level of 11,500 is going to be our critical level to watch. But ultimately, the high of yesterday is the level that we want to watch for. Okay, so yeah, so for me, I'm not in this market. I was long, but been trailed out of that, and now we'll sit and wait. Okay, so very much mixed signals in this in the DAX at the moment. So I think my advice is either take Friday off, or just wait for non-farm payrolls this afternoon, and you'll probably get a couple of quick 100 or 150 points out of the DAX this afternoon. And it's going to be either way, so you're going to have to be watching on a lower time frame, like the 12, 15, or 30-minute time frames, and that'll give you your cue. Okay, anyway, guys, that's me on the DAX today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.